Hello again, welcome to another Green Dragons Gaming Club. Without us, they never feel like winners. Without them, we couldn't look so good. So today we have another battle between Knights of Aquitaine versus the Dread Elves. Again, it was Ryan and myself, Mark. And for spells, to start us off, is I have two level 2s, both from White Magic. One has Arcane Dissolution, the other one has Guiding Hand. They both took Luminous Bolts. I used to really prefer taking Lure of Light and White Magic, but because they took the Path of Light away from Knights of Aquitaine, I choose both out of White Magic. So here he's got, fortunately level 4 didn't make it onto the picture, or level 2. He's got a level 2 mage, and then he's got his other, he upgraded his acolytes to be able to be a level 2 mage as well. So here you can see Whiplash, Crippling Agony, Soul Thirst, and this other one is right out of Alchemy. So again, Alchemy is the bane of the Knights of Aquitaine, considering most of the units have a very good armor save. So it's just a solid choice overall. And this is the way the table looks prior to Vanguards. And going from left to right, we have a unit of Dark Riders, a Chariot, Dark Reaper Bowman, or the crossbowman that he has now. He's got 2 bolt throwers. I hate his chariots. I really hate those chariots, especially, you'll see it later on. Same thing happened to me in a previous game. He has his Lord on a General. He's got a Charybdis, another 2 units of crossbowmen. He has a BSB on a Manticore. He's got a Hydra, his acolytes, another unit of fast riders, and a unit of, what the heck are the executioners. However, after we turn around and we did first move, he's like, wait a minute, they're not supposed to be there. We're doing 2,400, not 2,500 points. So he picks them up off the field. So turn 1, he gets turn 1, and so after Vanguards, here's how the board looks. As he moves up 1 unit of Dark Riders, moves the other one off to the side, and my Peasant Yeomen are all the way up there to the left. So again, Ryan is extremely good with using his fast cav. So he sets it up, turn around, be able to try to get the flanks on me. And he does the same thing right over there with the other yeomen. Again, they're peasants, they're meant to die. So, let's see. Nothing else of note, I believe, really happens this turn. So after movement, that's how the board looks. He gets 7 power dice. I stop Molten Metal. Sorry for the upside down picture there. And he irresistibly gets Bane of the Forged Steel. I'm like, go for it. I don't care. Whatever his miscast was, it didn't do anything. Shooting wise, he kills 1 knight, kills another knight, and now it's turn 1 to the Kingdom of Aquitaine. Again, there's Duke Rockwolf with his trusty BSB. I'll have to name him. I usually say that's Sir William, but I'm waiting to see how the fluff really comes out for the Knights of Aquitaine before I start naming my army. So, with that said, I go ahead. That big piece of terrain there in the middle is consider a field. So I move the Green Knight out. On the far side, I move back my Peasant Yeoman. My archers, I don't think they're running away yet, but they very well could be. I think he shot them up to the point that I had to do a panic test and I failed. That's exactly what happened. Shot up my peasants. I failed, so they ran away. I moved my Peasant Yeoman over there. I've got a unit of Knights of the Realm, the Green Knight, Peasant Crusaders, another unit of Knights of the Realm, Lord Rockwolf, and another unit of Peasant Archers. So after my movement, that's how it looks. And that pile going on in the very back corner, that's my dead pile. And there's my trebuchet with the cow. We kept making moo jokes throughout this entire game. So I turn around, I get off my Guiding Hand. He's like, go for it. I don't care. onto my peasant yeoman to increase their ability for shooting. He stops luminous bolts, and meanwhile my other luminous bolts gets to go off, and I'm able to kill 5 of his archers in that unit. Of course, high leadership, general 18-inch range. They're not going anywhere. So my archers who had moved in the wood, now that's a unit of archers. I always like to have a unit of flaming just in case he's got something to regen on it. So those archers turned around, took out 2 of his Dark Riders. He was thinking about charging them into the woods against my archers, and then he's like, maybe not anymore. There's because I was able to go from 5 to 3. Let's see. More archers action. No, that was a trebuchet. I remember going, Rrr! So the way he's set up, if you remember, he's got his dragon off to the left. He's got his level 2 with alchemy right there with all those archers. He's got his chariot there, another chariot on the hill, another bolt thrower. So I aim it on that one bolt thrower. It just moves up a little bit, kills 5 of his archers. I was pretty happy about that. So now it's turn 2 to him. He turns around, tries to flee my peasant yeoman. I flee. That was it for his charges. As you can see, he's just kind of hibernating there in the back. And I'm like, all right, well, he may have his bolt throwers, but I've got my trebuchet. I've got distance on him right now. I've got a couple throwaway units. We'll see how this works. He moved his acolytes right there into the woods, trying to hope for a couple spells, and that's it. Otherwise, without his fast cav, got him boxed up. So that's how that looks there. He gets 7 dice. I stop Whiplash. He kills 1 of my Crusaders. Kills 1 of my Aspiring Knights. Then he kills another 3 Aspiring Knights. I think that time was from shooting. Kills another 3 Crusaders. And he moved up those archers all the way. Now, at this point, when it gets to be my turn, I'm going to say, Those Crusaders, they're peasants. They're meant to die. Charge. Kill the bowmen. Now, it's my turn currently. I rally. My peasants need a 5, and they rallied. My other peasant, my yeomen, need a 6, and they rallied. So because they're fast cav, they move to try to protect the trebuchet, and that's how the board looks. So those 3-man unit of Dark Riders, they're still too far for a charge. On my trebuchet, I move my Duke up. My peasants charge in, and the Green Knight charged another unit of archers. Because the Green Knight, he's ethereal. The only 2 things that I'm concerned if they go ahead and charge my Green Knight is his general and his BSB. Everything else, nothing there is magical other than his mage. I really don't have that much to worry about over there. Let's see, so there are the 2 combats going on. I get 6 dice, luminous bolts. Now we're on to shooting. So those peasant yeomen, they turn around, they kill another one of those Dark Riders. They're yeomen. They never hit, and if they do hit, they never wound. They're remarkable this game. So those other archers turn around, they wheel again, they shoot, and they manage to kill 1 of his acolytes. Trebuchet! Again, I miss my target. The target was actually the chariot there, but because of how it drifted onto his general. I did 2 wounds. Pretty happy about that. My Crusaders, they kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his. Green Knight, of course, tosses that combat, kills all that was left in that unit, and is then marching over. Turn 3 to the Dread Elves. So, Crusaders, they're there to die. They're getting double charged by the KoEvsDE and a chariot. I hate that KoEvsDE. I need to go back to my drawing board and start figuring out what to do with D3 wound critters, with my general and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't expect them to live. They're there to die. So here's how the board looks with his he double charges there. He just simply moves his acolytes. He moves closer to my trebuchet so he can try to charge them in. Moves closer to my archers. Otherwise, he's still kind of hibernating all the way in the back there. So magic, we both turn around, we both channel, which is why I have so many funky dice. So I stop his whiplash. I stop molten metal. I stop crippling agony. So now it goes to bolt throwers. Bolt throwers kill another couple knights. And that's it. Close combat. I don't even think I ever bothered rolling. It's by the time he got done his impact hits and everything else, I'm like, yeah, they're dead. They're just gone. So turn 3 to Equitane, I charge in with my Aspiring Knights to that chariot. I thought I had a chance. I think I have a chance. I don't even remember anymore, but that was really it for charges. Otherwise, I'm just really trying to set myself up. His acolytes, other than the spell, I'm really not worried about. And that's it. Oh, on his characters, he actually took Yima, so they're +1 movement. They got another bunch. Their Strider. A lot of nice rules go with that. So over here, my Aspiring Knights go in. I failed charge on that KoEvsDE, so I simply moved up. I didn't care if his archers tried to charge my Duke. Between the Duke himself and the Hippogriff, Rockwolf is fine. So he stops Guiding Hand, he stops Luminous Bolts, he stops Luminous Bolts. So now it's on to archers. Archers! Killed 1. I did more wounds than that, but he made most of his armor saves, so I only killed 1. Over here, oh, I forgot. I charged in with my Peasant Yeoman. I killed his last 2. He was like, I hate your yeoman right now. He's like, what are you doing? They die. Usually they die the end of turn 1. Over here, his chariot kills 1 of my knights. I do 2 wounds to his chariot, and I'm staring at it going, I did 2 wounds. Seriously, only 2 wounds. Over here, Green Knight charged that chariot. Again, only 2 wounds. And that's my model. My Fargan model, and that model doesn't break. Ties up my Green Knight for at least 2 full turns. Turn 4, his KoEvsDE charges in. He moves his general off to the side there. Again, a little bit more maneuvering. And off in the back corner there, you actually see my... what are they? The Knights of Forlorn, the Hedge Knights, did come in onto the board. I forgot to mention that. And they're there. They're ready to start taking names. So that's it. His other unit of Fast Cav went completely around my archers to go hassle the trebuchet. And that's how the board looks. And of course, there's how that close combat looks. So again, it's his magic phase. He goes ahead and gets off molten metal, kills 3 of my knights. I only had a 5-up ward save. Over here, he kills 1 more knight. He moved his Hydra and breathed on me. He killed 1, 2, 3, 4 of my hedge knights. And over here, with that KoEvsDE and the chariot, he only manages to kill 1 knight. I'm not sure if he whiffed or it was just me making my armor saves, but regardless, his fast calf shoots at mine, manages to kill 1, and I make my roll. I mean, if you can see that dice in the upper right hand corner, I rolled a 1 there. It's like they're there. They're there to stick around. So, but it's 3 to 4. I don't think I'm going to charge in. So again, it's turn 1 to me. I charge that KoEvsDE to try to save my knights. Again, nothing over there is really too much to worry about. And it's just a little bit more maneuvering. I move my archers. I move my yeoman. The Green Knight, of course, is stuck there. And yes, I'm trying to remember what happened with my cavalry. I did something with my cavalry that. Oh, you know what? I tried to charge, and I failed my charge with them. I was hoping to make a charge. All I needed was like an 8, and I failed. Flat out failed with them. So here's how that combat there looks. And I get luminous balls. He's like, all right, I'll live with it. What's it worth? I get 11. He's like, that's the end of that mage. Of course, there she is. There's a doornail. Happy as can be. So again, luminous bolts go off again. Kill 3 archers. Finally, my Green Knight's able to kill that gosh darn chariot. And that's my model. Ugh. So Hedge Knights turn around. They take out that bolt thrower. His Cryptus manages to wound Rockwolf with only 1 wound, but because it does D3, he does 3 wounds on Rockwolf. There's the dead Cryptus. And yeah, that's all she wrote. So I chose to overrun. In retrospect, I probably should have just stayed there. I was trying to get myself out of range of his BSB. I didn't want his BSB charging in, but it is what it is. So over here, he charges in with his BSB, and he charged in my unit of knights. I failed my terror test. I broke. He turns around and actually caught them. I had rolled boxcars to get away, and he caught me. I was not a happy camper. He charged into my trebuchet. Meanwhile, they're going, not the cow! Don't kill the cow! And why is that chariot there? Oh, the chariot rallied. So I broke the chariot. Chariot rallied. I gotta look up those rules. I thought it was if I turn around, I no longer have to declare who I'm going after. If we both roll, and if they turn around, if it doesn't get away, then it's already presumed dead. So if someone knows, please do me a favor and post that rule. But I'm pretty sure that's how it is, and I don't think we did that properly there. But chariot turned around, chariot got away, and then chariot rallied. So he's got that 1 lone archer standing there in front of my hedge knights, and that 1 lone chariot there. As I said, he charged into there, and that's it. So now his spells, he turns around, I stop Crippling Agony. Whiplash goes off. Not so concerned, because again, I've got a 2-up, I've got on that spell a 4-up ward save and my 5-up armor, because it's only or 4-up armor, it's only -2 my armor. So he only kills 3 for my trebuchet, but leadership 5, -4, they auto break. And his BSB does 1 wound to my general. I don't even think my general got a chance to swing back, or if he did, I whiffed everything. So there's that. And that was basically game at that point in time. My 1 remaining knight moved up onto the hill. I did charge in my unit knights, and I thought I had that picture, I guess not, into his BSB. His BSB held, kills my BSB, and broke him. I lost that I'm still reeling from how I lost that combat, but hey, it's the way the dice go. So end result, we didn't even bother with points. Victory to the Dread Elves. Great game, Ryan. For me, my MVP, Ryan said my Mountain Yeoman. I was going to give it to my Green Knight, because my Green Knight actually performed, even though the chariot held him up longer than what it should have. But Ryan's like, your Mounted Yeoman turnaround prevented me from getting that War Machine a lot quicker, and that War Machine then took out, did 2 wounds to my general, took out a bunch of archers. So that's what he did. And for me, I felt his Battle Standard Bearer. That Battle Standard Bearer won him the game by killing my general, killing my BSB, and not my large unit of knights. And that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary, and I'll keep posting them. Thank you.